Two souls colliding. We shared the pieces of ourselves. It's perfect timing now. We fueled the flames, but we're still learning to trust, learning to trust. It's never enough, never enough. Burning me up, burning me up. Don't fight.
Good morning, everyone. Oh no, it's actually, what time is it? Oh, it's 2 p.m. but it looks so gloomy, so you can actually confuse it to the morning. And I've been sleeping since morning, so I just had my breakfast. So I'm going to, I hope you've been well, first of all. And thank you to all those who always come back to support me. To my subscribers, my fans, you're all my family. I want to thank you so much. If you're new here and you like my content, kindly subscribe. And don't miss any videos when I post. So today I want to show you how to make an easy home decor and a cheap one. So first things first, I will change these pillow covers. They've been here for a while, so I'm going to change them first. You know, I said in my previous videos that I'll puff this more, but I haven't done that yet. Time hasn't been on my side. I've been busy. Also, I had surgery a while back. Not a while back actually, just a few days ago. So that's why I'm not doing heavy work. I'm just doing light work like this. Changing the throw pillow covers. So I really want to heal fast. So I'll try so much not to do heavy work or heavy lifting. This is not okay. Let me balance this. So I hope you guys are doing well. And there we go. Let me change this other one as well. That's that. Bending for me has been really painful. Yeah, but exercising more. So let me start by showing you the easy home decor hack. I'm going to show you this while seated because I can't stand for long. And I hope my lighting is okay. It's so gloomy outside. And my ring light is not, wait, I said ring light. My ring light is not working at the moment. And so kindly bear with me. So I'm going to show you how to make an easy home decor with very cheap stuff that you can get locally. So in this case, I'm going to use a wine bottle, an empty one. So if you don't have an empty wine bottle, you can use any type of glass bottle, a clear glass bottle for this home decor. If you visit House of Leather, they have these glasses with different shapes. Some look like wine glasses, very huge wine glasses, and they have very cool designs and shapes that you can use for this decor. So when you walk to House of Leather, check them out. Though I know they are quite expensive, or you can opt to check the guys that sell ex-UK items. They sell the glass bottles at a very, very affordable prices. So in this case, I decided to use an empty wine glass bottle, which I could find in my house. So what I'm going to use these gel crystals. These are called gel crystals. They're like this. These ones are green in color. This is 10 grams. They are green in color inside. I bought this at House of Leather. This sachet goes for only 100 shillings. So you see, it's quite affordable. So if you walk into any House of Leather branch, you will find this. They come in a variety of colors. They have blue, they have orange, and among other colors. So I really like the blue one. Previously I had the blue color, but the last time I walked in there, I found only green. The rest were sold out. So a lot of green was there, and every time I go there, they have lots of green, meaning that people don't really like green. That is, it's not bought that much. But anyway, I decided to try green this time since it was the only one that was there. So what we are going to do, I'm going to fill this. This is a 750 ml bottle. According to the instructions here, the instructions are not in English, they're in Portuguese and Spanish. So I Google translated it, and it means that for every one pack, use 5 milligrams. That is half of this. Half of 10 grams is 5 milligrams. This is 10 grams. And I'm going to use the whole of it. So for every pack, use half a liter of water into a bottle for decoration purposes. So since this is 750 ml, that's almost a liter. I use the whole of this, and then I put water halfway. So let me go fill this up, and then I'll show you how to do it. It's so easy. You just need water, the crystal, and this bottle, or any other bottle. This is a 100 ml. This you can get from anyone, even your neighbors, your friends, your relatives, anywhere, shops, anywhere. So my water is filled halfway, as you can see, and I'm going to put in these holes inside. So I'll cut this. Let me bring the camera closer so you can see. So I'll cut this. Oh, it started falling off. So I'll start by pouring this. That's how small they are. Yeah. So that's how it looks. You can't actually believe this is going to fill up to the top. So we are going to leave it for 8 hours for it to hydrate, and then I'll show you the outcome after. So in the meantime, as we wait for the gels to hydrate, I'm going to tell you about my surgery story, how my surgery went. So things happened so fast. It was on a Sunday. I was going for an event for my son in school, and I had started feeling some pain at around noon. There's a video I did a week ago about the surgery preparation. Now, when I was doing that video, I didn't know that I was going for surgery, and I had undergone some tests, and I was referred to a urologist. So all the details are in that video. I'll attach a link in the description box. So go and watch. so that you know what really happened before the surgery. So on this day, Sunday, I started feeling some pain at noon. But since this event was very important for my son, I decided to go and then come back home, then go to the hospital. So along the way, I was still in pain, but it eventually subsided during the day. So in the evening when I got home, I wasn't in pain anymore. But around 7 p.m. I started feeling some pain, some on and off pain. And then by 9 p.m. it was getting worse. So I was rushed to the hospital again now for the second time. No, when I got to the hospital, I underwent some more tests, and the doctor told me that I need to undergo an emergency surgery. Like I need to go through a surgery as soon as possible. So the doctor told me he's going to contact the surgeon and schedule a surgery by 8 a.m. that morning, because it was already at midnight at that time when the doctor was telling us this. So in my mind, a lot of irrelevant things were running in my head, like I need to go to work, I need to take my daughter to school, I need to eat. I had left the house without eating supper, so I was hungry at that time because it was at midnight. So I even asked the doctor if I can go back home and then come back the next day for surgery, and the doctor told me no, I need to have the surgery as soon as possible. So because I was really hungry, I told the doctor, give me 5 minutes so I can go and make a decision outside. So I went outside for 5 minutes, spoke with my loved ones, and then I decided to have the surgery because anyway, my life was more important than the rest of the things. So when I told the doctor I've decided I'm going to have the surgery at 8 a.m. but I am going back to the house because I didn't, the hospital wasn't that far from where I live. So I'm going back to the house to organize a few things because the surgery thing was a sudden thing. So he has to allow me to go back to the house for a few minutes and then I'll be back. So the doctor agreed. But at that moment, what the most important thing that was in my head was eating. I was going back to the house to eat. I don't think there's anything important I did when I came to the house. But I ate a couple of spoons of food. I didn't want to delay the surgery. So I just wanted to eat a little bit. I thought I wouldn't survive 6 to 8 hours without food, because the doctor had mentioned that I need to starve for at least 6 to 8 hours before I go into theater. So I didn't want to delay the surgery by eating a lot. I just ate a couple of spoons of food and then went back to the hospital. I got to the hospital at 2 a.m. but I didn't tell the doctor that I had eaten. So I was admitted. I was put under some drip. I was put a lot of needles. They were looking for my what are they called, the veins. Yeah, they put me on some drip. I think it was some liquid called, I don't know if it's sodium chloride, sodium something. Yeah, I think it was to make me not feel hungry. Yeah, so I had that drip until even during the surgery, so throughout. And so at 4 a.m. when I'm lying in bed is when I'm thinking, oh my God, I'm actually going to have a surgery. This is actually happening. I've been this strong person, this independent person. I've been this healthy person. Like, I rarely get sick, and I will even stay like 2 years without getting sick. So I'm like, is this surgery really necessary? But anyway, since the doctor mentioned it was life-threatening and I needed to go through with it, so I'm thinking, is it my age? Is it because I'm getting older that I'm starting to have these problems? No offense to the older people. It was me thinking out loud. So I decided to write an email to my boss then at around 3 a.m., 4 a.m. and inform him that I have been admitted and I'm due for surgery at 8 a.m. in the morning. I also texted my loved ones and told them about the surgery. Yeah, and then I slept. So at around 8 a.m., there was this anesthesia nurse who came to visit me. She came with some consent forms for me to sign, and then she told me she's preparing me for the surgery because the surgeon was almost at the hospital. She asked me if I prefer to have the general anesthesia or that's the one that you don't feel anything, you're unconscious your whole body and brain, or if I prefer the other halfway anesthesia. So I asked her what are the risks for either of them. She told me the general anesthesia, some people refuse to wake up. And I'm thinking in my head, will I refuse to wake up? So I didn't want to risk it because now is the time now I'm thinking about death. Now I'm like, no, I don't want to die. I still want to see my grandchildren. Oh, yeah. So I grew up without parents, and I know the feeling of growing up without parents. I didn't want my kids to go through that. So I think I need to fight for my kids. Yeah, so I told her I'm choosing the halfway anesthesia. Then I asked her, will I be able to see everything the doctor will be doing to me? She told me no, there will be a cover up in front of you, you won't be able to see. So I'm like, wow, this is actually open. Happening. I'm going to be sliced open. Hey, this is when it really hit me. This is really serious. So, at around 10 a.m. is when I was taken to theatre. What are you taking? So, I went to theatre with a panty on. Kumbe people don't go to theatre with panties. Me, I didn't know. So when I was in theatre, the nurses were preparing me for the surgery before the surgeon came in. They asked me, why are you in a panty? People don't come with panties. I'm like, I didn't know. I've never had a surgery. And so I removed my panty. I was told to climb onto the bed and sit down. No, before I sat down, they told me to lie down. They put a catheter in me. Catheter is that urine, is it pipe? Do I call it pipe or what? Pipe and bag that's inserted inside you to help pass urine during surgery. That thing was very uncomfortable. They said it wouldn't be painful, but for me it was. It's not something I want to go through again. Yeah, so after the catheter, I was told to sit down, and then the anesthesia nurse pricked me with a needle in my spine. Hey, that thing is very painful. If for those people who give birth through C-section, if that is what you go through, hands up, you guys are so strong. Like I'm like, there are people who even give birth 2 or more kids through the same process. Kwanza, that needle in your spine is the most painful thing ever. I thought giving birth through normal delivery was the most painful thing, but no, no, it's not. The surgery itself, I mean the needle and then the aftermath of the surgery, because you don't feel the surgery when it's going on, but the aftermath, the healing of the wound every single day. Wow! Oh my God! Hey! And then so I started feeling numb waist downwards, and then I was told to lie down. Then I could see the nurses lifting my legs, but I couldn't feel my legs. It was funny at that time. I wanted to laugh. Have you ever seen your left being moved? Your legs are being moved. You have no control over your body. Like things are happening that you are seeing, but you have no control. It was funny to me then. Like naona mguu moja iko juu inainuliwa and I can't feel it. Yeah, so the surgery started, and then I could hear the doctor speaking. It was like a movie. Then there was this machine that was beeping next to my head. The ones that you see in the hospital with t with that sound, like I don't know, oxygen, heart rate, or pressure. And then I'm like, okay, this is just like the movies, the way you see too much light on top of you that helps the doctor to see what they are doing inside you. And then you're on drip on this side, this other side, there's this other machine that's beeping. So I'm like, I'll be able to know when I'm dying, because when you die, that line goes flat and then the sound changes to T. Yani, things that were running in my head, for me, it was just like, I think it was a distraction during the whole surgery. Like, I'm just lying there. Yes, I'm conscious, but now what do I think of? I can't think of work. I can't think of any other thing. I'm just thinking, I'm trying to find something to distract me, but I can't. My mind is putting me there, like I am there. So everything I can think of, I was just like, naangalia nasorora kenye kiko kwa hiyo room. My head is moving, looking at everything, and then the assistant surgeon is telling me, stop being anxious. I can tell by the way you're breathing, you're anxious. So I relaxed. I had very good surgeons and nurses, by the way. The surgeons even requested the nurses to put some music to help me calm down, to be relaxed. Yeah, which was a good thing. Hata wengine walikuwa wananipea story during the whole process. So, towards the end of the surgery, I started feeling some pain. Then I requested my anesthesia nurse, because she was seated behind, next to my head through the whole process. Her work is just anesthesia and giving me pain medication during the whole process. So I told her I'm feeling pain. She injected some morphine in the drip. Morphine is a very strong painkiller, so immediately she did that, I stopped feeling the pain, and then the surgery was over in a few minutes. So I was taken back to my ward, to my bed, which was around almost 2 p.m. Yeah. So I slept until people started visiting me. That's when I woke up. So around 6 or 7 p.m. is when I started feeling my legs, actually moving my toes, but not my legs. I couldn't move my legs. But by 10 p.m. I was able to move my legs. But I was in pain. Standing was a problem. Walking was very, very painful. The next day after the surgery, those who came to visit me and those who called me via the phone, I can't really remember the conversation I had with them. I was too groggy, my mind was too groggy, I was too sleepy. I was given too many painkillers during the night because I was in too much pain. So I know people came to visit me the next day, and I also know people called me via my phone, but I cannot remember the conversation at all. Like, it was, I don't know if it's the effect of the anesthesia. Yeah, but I can't really remember. The whole experience is not something that I want to go through again, and well, people really go through a lot. If that is what people feel when they undergo a surgery, hey, well, anyway, so I'm here. I was discharged after a few days, and then I've been at home for a few weeks, so recovering. Here I am. I get so tired fast. There's a day I tried to do just a little bit, the slightest chore in the house, like wiping the table, and I spent the whole day in bed because of that, in pain. So I get tired so easily after the surgery, and you have to depend on people to do things for you. Being a person who is used to doing things for myself, being a person who's been independent the whole of my life, it's really not a good feeling depending on people. So that actually motivates me to want to heal fast, because I'm not used to depending on people doing things for me. I'm used to doing things for myself, which I've always been okay with. And I really appreciate my loved ones for being there for me. They've been my support system throughout this whole process. It's good to have people around you during this time. Yeah, I really appreciate them. So let's see how far the gel crystals are. So this is how the gel crystals look like after 8 hours. Yeah, so they are already filled up, as you can see. Yeah, so there we go. I just need some dummy books, I guess, to arrange on the TV stand. So, but anyway, I like the contrast of the colors, the white, the green, the peach, the cream, brown. Yeah, it actually blends so well. Let me show you how the balls look like. So this is how the balls look like. You can see they're just cold gel-like stuff. So yeah, but if you have kids, I wouldn't advise you to have this near them. You know, kids put anything in their mouth. So my kids are bigger. They don't even bother with some stuff. So if you have very small kids, especially toddlers, you need to be careful to put this out of reach. Yeah, so that's an easy decor that you can make from home with only 100 shillings and a bottle or a jar